So, as some of you know, I like it simple when it comes to vehicles. All those big complicated builds are not really for me. So, I came up with the idea to create a tiny AT-AT version that you can drive. And yeah, this is a tutorial for it. Let's get straight into it. I don't have a material list, but you saw it on the screen. There's a tiny little list of what things you need. And it's honestly super simple. You need vehicle base 10, and for the build parts you need the new first order set and the Mos Eisley set. I used this small power center, but I will change it later because more power is better, right? I will also show you in the end a version where you can sit inside and be the driver inside the AT-AT. You need these Tatooine fences and you put them all around the vehicle base. And now we only need these first order half walls, the biggest one, and place them on each side. And also these small half wall pieces at the end and at the front, but I will have to do some changes. Not necessary, but I like it more. And yeah, as I mentioned before, here I decided to change the motor because like I said, more power is better. And then you close the roof. It's easy, just close it like this. You can also customize the AT-AT, but I wanted to have a super simple version. And then you need the Tatooine fence 1, because we want to create or recreate the head of the AT-AT. And I'm pretty sure there are creative other ways to do it, but I think this is the most simple version. And yeah, I can say it again, I wanted to have the most simple tiny AT-AT to recreate, and yeah. Then you use these new lights we have to have the eyes where the soldiers can look outside and shoot the rebel scum. And then of course we need the legs or the tires, so I used again the rebel Tatooine fence number 1 and placed them on each end, and then you can put the tires on. And in the end you will see I used the biggest tires. I found out it's the most stable and the best handling with these tires, but here I used the medium-sized tires. And yeah, that's almost it. Now you place the driver's seat. It doesn't really matter what kind of driver's seat, but I put down the small driver's seat. And here I did some cosmetic changes. I just think it looks cooler and not to have like this flat booty at the end. I wanted to have like a little bit of structure. And that's it for the first vehicle or for the first version. And now let's do a test drive. So the funny thing is, the AT-AT, the big ones, are very clumpy and very, not very movable or flexible. And the funny thing is, this thing here is also not very movable, but it's a lot of fun to drive it. It's very hard to turn, as you can see here, but I really love it because it's a funny little tiny version of the big ones. And now I will show you the other version where you can sit inside of the AT-AT. It's also pretty simple. You have to do some cosmetics or some changes, but of course you don't have to break the other one, but you can just from the start you can already change how you build it. But now I show you the version how I fixed the first version. So I was lazy. I don't wanted the head to drop down. That's why I did some weird techniques and buildings so the head is not falling off. It's not the most complex head to recreate, but you saw it. I wanted to keep it so. So remove the seat, place the seat in the motor inside, and then I figured, oh, I cannot go inside, so I had to remove also the parts at the end, and you just do the same what you did at the front, because you want to be inside, and when you are inside you have to close the AT-AT, and you do it like you see it on the screen. So you take the big half wall and place it, and then you close it up. It's a little bit tricky, you have to figure, but when you build it from the start like this, like it is in the end, it's easier. So now you sit inside, no one can see you. It's so funny. I really like it. And as I mentioned before, I changed the tires to big tires, to large tires, and fixed up some things. But it's so funny. It's really funny. So as I mentioned, here I changed the tires. It looks also pretty cool. It's like a SUV or something like this, like a Jeep. And it's even more fun to drive with the big tires, and yeah, it's a fun vehicle to mess around or to play with others or to recreate, because it's so simple. And yeah, and it's not useless. As you can see now, you can also drive over some terrain, and it's like drifting a little bit, but when you put on the big tires, it's even more easy. And I hope some of you will recreate, and that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time with another Star Wars content video, of course. And yeah, don't forget to sub and whatever you need to do, and see you next time. Your Pablo.